So it's now event season. If you're an event, exhibition, open day or summer fair, give the team at Fast Signs a call. They can help your event stand or stall, stand out and make a statement. From banners and flags to tablecloths and backdrops, the team at Fast Signs would love to have a chat with you and see how they can help. Just check out fastsigns.com/Leeds, and if you mention the Lot Pod, I'm fairly certain the guys, Andy and the team, will give you a really good deal. Hi everybody, welcome to the Lot Pod, the Leeds Rhinos Lot 17-8 podcast, kindly sponsored by Fast Signs. We'd like to thank Fast Signs as we start for their continued support. They've been amazing with us with the podcast and we're forever grateful for their sponsorship. So make sure you do check out fastsigns.com/Leeds. If you mention the Lot Pod, I'm sure Andy and the team will give you a really good deal. Well, we're back at the amazing Brotherhood Bar in Leeds City Centre for another Lot Pod special. Eddie and Kirsty here. Producer Chris is here, producing behind the camera, making sure everything's working. And we're once again joined by the best fullback in Super League, Lachie Miller. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks for having me. Cool little bar.
Isn't it? It's a good spot.
Nice,
we're very lucky to have this kind of partnership with Brotherhood. And how does it feel to return to your favourite podcast?
Yeah, it was tough, the last podcast I went on. No, it's good. It's good to be back. I'm always happy to come on.
Yeah, we really appreciate you popping on. You were saying before we started that the Lot Pod is, did you say 10 times better than Jared and Tom's, or was it 20?
I heard 15, yeah.
15 times better than Jared and Tom's podcast?
The podcast's not that bad. It's just it's the people.
Just them, yeah.
Just the two presenters.
The people here are 10 to 15 times better than Jared and Tom. So.
Oh, thank you.
We love them really. Well, there's only really one place to start, and I want to start going back to 2024, because as many listeners and many of our listeners and viewers will know now, we review every Rhinos game, and at the end of the game, after the review, we vote for a player of the match, the Fast Signs player of the match. Last season, Matt Frawley did something miraculous. It was absolutely miraculous. He got 5 Man of the Match awards in a row, and we said, that'll never be beaten. No one will ever do that again. So for 2025, we're going to call the award in Matt's honour. The Fast Signs Matt Frawley Player of the Match Award. You had different ideas because you equalled Matt's record, but then beat it. So it's now our Player of the Match Award is now known as the Lachie Miller Fast Signs Player of the Match Award. So firstly, where were you when that news broke and you heard that the honour of...
I think it was half-time in a game. No, I don't know.
Crying
I was at home, yeah, and then just, embraced my wife. Very emotional.
We've done it, honey.
Yeah,
we've made it.
Pretty much. I said, "Do you want to retire and go home?" And she said, "Maybe live out your contract." So
she said, "Who are the Lot Pod?" Is that elaborate, massive bald head? Are you you must have been really emotional knowing that.
Yeah,
you'd achieved.
Yeah, more emotional than when my wife gave birth for the first time.
Wow. Well, that'll be our motto going forward.
Yeah, does she listen? I feel like it's going to
I'm only joking. But yeah, no, honoured, very honoured.
And there's no higher accomplishment. Is it retirement? Is this you now announcing?
Yeah.
It's bigger than a World Cup win.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, I think it's definitely up there.
Good stuff. Well, with that in mind, you're not wearing your Leeds jersey today, so we can ask this question, but what's been your proudest moment in the Leeds shirt?
Good question.
So far?
The award.
Yeah, you just led me onto that.
I said he's not wearing a shirt, that's why I can ask it.
I think one of the first games I played, I think it was Salford at home.
Oh, yeah.
I got to experience the crowd for the first one, round one. It was a pretty awesome game from memory. Ash scored an amazing try, so that's up there. But also, I think so far the MND game, the first year against Lee,
it was.
Yeah,
Lee,
that was very special to be a part of. It was very emotional, and just everyone there just felt like a really big game. And I think we performed quite well, so that would probably have to be up there.
Yeah. It actually is my favourite ever Leeds game.
Is it?
And I include grand finals in that. It was
so really emotional.
Obviously, everything for Rob, but without a doubt, I don't think you will ever. Obviously, it's going to run forward in those games, but that first one was just for me the best Leeds game ever. You've played rugby union and rugby league. What's the biggest mindset shift between the two corps, do you feel like, in terms of...
I played sevens. I played a little bit of 15s, which it's pretty hard. It's confusing.
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't grow up.
There's a lot of rules.
Yeah, a lot of rules, a lot of stoppages. I didn't grow up with it, so it was hard. But sevens, it's very like expressive, fast paced. You get to find space, and the skills are very high. Like, you have to be quite high skilled to play in rugby sevens. But I feel like the main difference when I came to league was learning when to sort of rein that in, because obviously I can, look for space and maybe force the pass that in sevens would be on, but in rugby league there's another 5 blokes on the field. So that was one of the that's one of the main differences, I think, just how much space there was in sevens. But then in rugby league, obviously you got to learn when to pick your moments and when not to, which I'm still learning.
We've seen you do stuff. Me and Chris and all of us are massive fans of some of the things that you do. We've never seen, or I haven't seen, the turns, the handoff.
Yeah.
I think that's born from sevens, and I think that's attractive to us as rugby league fans. Do you feel sevens players could perhaps switch more?
Yeah,
and better suited to rugby league after someone like yourself? Yeah,
I think, and there's a lot of people that have made the switch, like a guy I play with, Nathan Lawson. He's at St George at the moment. He's doing quite well. Jarrell Skelton from the Tigers, he was at rugby sevens. Will Warbrick at the Storm. But then I seen a stat the other day in the NRLW, most tackle breaks in a game by the women. All of them, the top 5, I think they were all 16 tackle breaks a game or something. All of them were ex-rugby sevens players.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like that sevens, as I said, that skill set is evasion, beating your player one-on-one. I feel like that definitely does cross over into rugby league.
Particularly your passing as well. So we love your passing.
Okay.
Particularly your long balls. I think a lot of that is like that's like a ball from sevens game.
Yeah.
Perhaps
the
a rugby
kick
league
returns
player
as well, I think, because we always laugh about it at the matches when you can tell when you're being targeted, and we're always like, why would you target Lachie Miller with that though? Like that. He's been in the Olympics doing that, guys. Like,
the league game, was it Owen Trout? You just handed him off and just like don't go near him, just like choke slammed him.
Why are you even trying?
Like Kane, just choke slammed him straight onto his back.
Just I think sometimes some of it is they get a bit lucky. People underestimate a little bit, and then they come in a bit slow, and then you can get them with a bit of speed and stuff. I wouldn't go that far. He'd if he had his way with me, I reckon he'd get me. He's pretty big, but I'll just run away from him next time.
I think there's a few of them probably. But on that note, who do you think's the toughest opponent you faced on the pitch?
Oh, good question.
In any code you can pick.
There's a lot. They're all tough compared to me because I'm 2 foot tall. I think a guy I played with at Cronulla, so I didn't play against him. But Dale Finucane, he's one of the toughest
tough
people.
Guy.
He's just he's obviously got a couple of screws going on upstairs because he's just like training, wrestling, gym, and then playing is just all the same. It's all as hard as each other. But then, I don't even know how you'd sort of sum up the hardest player you played, because then there's people like Bevan French that are just complete freaks on the field, and Jai Field. But then you got Edwin and Pape, who's I don't want to run at him. So there's so many. Everyone's
I think some of the smaller players though sometimes as well. Obviously I'm not saying you're a small player, but I think that like Rob Burrow was one that everyone always used to say he's the toughest player, because it's easy to be tough when you're big. Yeah. But it's a bit harder, isn't it, when everyone out there is bigger than you, like you said, and you've still got to run at them, and they're still going to try and tackle you.
Still tackle you just as hard.
Exactly. They're trying to stop you. And as a fullback as well, I think you're very exposed, aren't you?
Yeah, and actually I'll jump on the back of that. Probably someone that doesn't get enough credit is Alfie Edgell. He's not very big, and he's tough as they come. So
really,
even last week at Hull KR, he got our player of the match for the all the players chose. Just because he was the first carry every set, I think, and he was running into some big bodies like Hull KR aren't small, so and
really he
did very well. So could chuck Alfie in there.
He's only young as well, isn't he? He's got
loads of time.
Really,
loads of time.
He's got loads of time.
And the good thing about the reason I really like hanging around Alfie is he's very keen to listen and learn from anyone. He just
a bit of a sponge,
bit of a sponge, and threatening, scary. It's going to take my job.
Not yet, though.
Not yet.
What goes through your head in the moments before kick-off? Are you nervous? Do you get excited? What those leading up to coming to the ground? How are you kind of feeling, kind of mentally and physically leading into a game?
I like to be nice and relaxed. I think that's also come a little bit from sevens. Sevens, you've sort of got 14 minutes. So if you dwell on your mistakes, or if you're stressed or you're anxious, the game's already done. So I like to be really relaxed. I try to have a joke with people. Normally Crofty until she tells me to beat it. But yeah, I like to be relaxed and just sort of take it as it comes. And when you do get on the field, try to take that same energy on where you're relaxed and upbeat, that sort of thing.
So when you guys spoke, I wasn't here then. You didn't invite me then. When you spoke last time on the podcast, then you said that you wanted to improve your error rates and you wanted to score more tries. And we feel like that's going well.
I feel like you've done that. What's next?
More tries.
Even more tries, more handles, more meters.
Fewer errors, no errors.
The errors from last year was a really big thing. It wasn't. Obviously, I'm still learning the game. It's only like my third or fourth year.
I think that's something that we often say on the pod, like that you're still new to the game essentially. So that's always something that we highlight, like, because we think you are the best fullback in the league, and that's quite astounding to say you've played so little. Rugby league.
And I think that the errors, it's across the whole team, right? I mean, I think Leeds are one of the most disciplined sides in the competition this year, aren't you?
I think so. We're definitely for penalties. Our errors are good sometimes good, sometimes shit. But they're getting a lot better. We're obviously put a big focus on it because we know that if we do get into that sort of grinded out footy, we do play better a lot of the time. So if we can hold the ball, keep our penalties down, we do go a long way to winning games. So that was a big focus of mine, and quite happy with how it's going, but there's always room for improvement.
Absolutely. Just on some of your teammates, who's got the worst pre-game playlist? What kind of music does someone kind of say, I'll play a DJ, and they put some on and everyone goes, what on earth are you putting on?
There's a couple, but
there's a couple.
I
can't just pick on Jared the whole time. I'm sure there'll be.
We actually can.
Yes, you can.
I'm sure there'll be another question for Jared.
He's got a question for you coming up, so you can go for it if you want to.
I'd probably say Harry Newman. It's like sometimes they're alright, but sometimes they're a bit tough. So I'll say Harry. Throw him under the bus.
What's he playing? Come on.
Just like a lot of dance, a lot of like. But heavy sort of dance. Some of it's a bit too much.
A bit too much.
I mean, it depends on what mood you're in, I guess.
That's fair
We'll
enough.
throw him under, Harry.
That's fair enough. So, who do you think's the most underrated player you've ever played with?
Oh, that's tough.
That's a good question.
You already said Alfie, so you can't say him again.
Yeah, I really like Alfie. But it's tough because then I'd say maybe not this season because he's sort of like everyone's raving about him, and this is back home. But when I first played with Blake Brayley at the Sharks, just the way he's like 82 kilos or something, ringing wet, but doesn't miss tackles, makes a lot of them. Yeah. But his service out of 9 is the best I've ever seen, and then his ability to when the markers get a bit untidy or if one of them's down there, his ability to pick up and run. Yeah. It's just it's really I really enjoy watching him play. Awesome. So, but then I watched the other day and they were raving about him. So maybe he's not underrated anymore.
They were when you played with him. What's your go-to cheat meal after a game or is there something that you usually head for? Or
I'd probably say Five Guys.
Really?
Yeah, after the game. But
what's your order?
Bacon cheeseburger. Yeah. Pickles, onions.
12,000 chips.
Yeah, but you get a small chip and you got 1 million in there. But yeah, probably that. But after the game last week, I actually tried to cook Five Guys myself, and it was delicious.
You cook Five Guys?
Yeah, to this man, you did it?
Yeah, I did. Wow. I cooked for Sambo and Cooper. So
bang on.
Yeah.
Neither of them's playing this week as a result.
They're out this week. They're crookers.
It's a good effort, though. Good effort. Fair play. So this is a big question as well. Actually, I like this one. What's something that you think the fans don't understand about the physical or the mental demands of playing? Because I think sometimes we watch, don't we, and things look easy when they go well. I always think this, everything looks great and it looks easy when it's working, and then if you try something and it doesn't quite come off, it looks like we're like, oh God, what's he doing? Why has he done that? But actually, it's been played at such a fast pace and you're under so much pressure. I think there's probably loads that we don't know.
Yeah, I think it's hard because sometimes you hear some of the fans say stuff and you're like, just
shut up.
Yeah, but like it's everyone in the Super League, everyone that takes the field are one of the best at their job.
Yeah.
Like they're very highly skilled. Everyone watches video. They know they know Brody's doing this or Jake's doing this. So they're in the back of their mind. All the defences are working hard to try and shut players down, and it's a very hard game. Like you get tired, you make mistakes.
It's been so hot this year as well. I don't know how you guys have been doing it. Like it's hot watching in the stands, isn't it?
It's so tough.
It's it has been very hot. But I think just obviously like teams are so good. Even this year, teams are so good. Even when we've come up against teams that you don't think are going to be as good, they're always tough, and you always got to try and find new ways or different ways to break teams down. And it doesn't always work, but. And that probably the other thing is we're such a new team, and people forget that. Like, they think, you had 10 games under Brad, and you've been together for a bit, but we only had 10 games, and then we got new fullback, we got a new halfback. It's a new hooker too, kind of, because Ackers was there most of the time last year.
And then
Jared's come in, so I think we're doing pretty good, if you ask me.
Well, with the injuries as well, I think it's been. I think that's made it tricky, hasn't it? Because when you say we haven't been playing together that long, the core team. What was it, about 6 or 7 matches in before the spine actually played together and settled in to what it is now?
Yeah, I think whatever game it was, Saints, the Challenge Cup.
Oh yeah.
I think the Thursday before it, or maybe the Wednesday before we played that game, was the first time I trained with Jake since he got it, because I had my hamstring in off season. So yeah, it was tough in off season, obviously watching them train, form these combinations, but I think we're progressing every game, which is pleasing because we're not at anywhere near our sort of threshold. I don't believe.
I agree. Yeah.
And we've still got 10 games, and then finals. So it's exciting. I'm excited by it. So.
How are you after a game? You must feel, because just for me, and I've said this loads on the podcast, we're in a sports bar, by the way. So if you do hear people cheering. Then we're in a sports bar. Just after the game, as a fan, and I've said this loads on the pod, I drive home and I can't sleep just from the adrenaline of watching you guys play. Like I'm just sat up, laid up till midnight on my phone, God knows what time. How do you feel after the game, having played? Actually, I can't sleep having watched you and had a coffee. You guys have. So, how's the kind of process after the game? Is it tough to kind of bring that adrenaline down?
I don't. Especially the 8 o'clock games. I think most of the boys are the same. That not many people even really get sleep.
No.
I mean, I wake up in the morning before a game day, have a coffee. Then I don't have any caffeine again until pretty much 6 o'clock. But then I caffeine load quite hard. So you also just had 1,000 coffees before you play, and then you got to deal with the adrenaline and that. So yeah, I'll actually normally watch the game straight after we play. Lately, because my wife and kids have been in Australia, I've been playing just PlayStation till about 4 or 5 in the morning, and then eventually just falling asleep on my couch. But yeah, it's a tough one to wind down from, but it's part of the job.
You do play as fullback, so you are at the back. How important is communication at the back when you are defending, kind of like? And who, obviously yourself, you'll kind of ask the guys to shift into line or for a gap. But is there another player there who talks a lot with you, kind of that as part of that defensive unit?
I think everyone has their voice. Everyone has their jobs in the defensive line. The wingers have to be quite vocal. Wingers, centres have to be quite vocal. They can sort of see what sort of shape is set up to come their way, and then they obviously help the people inside them. The back rowers have a big job, but I think a lot of the communication in the front line is, in the tackle, the hit, the stick, the I've got ball, that type of stuff. Whereas most of your communication, your line organisation, everything will come from your fullback, which is it's at the start it's very daunting to learn, but you sort of get the hang of it, and it's just a part of the job.
At people.
Just yelling at people.
So flipping around from defending to attacking, because I think your support play this year has been something else. It's been, I think it's really added another dimension that we were missing last year. Really, I think that the support play has been brilliant because someone throws a ball and someone's there, and a lot of the time it's been you. But what's your favourite kind of try to score? Do you like scoring those ones, or would you rather just drop over close to the line and not really have to do anything, or do you prefer to run them in from your own line?
I enjoy the support play ones because coming from sevens, it's not like pretty much if you break the line in sevens, you're going to score.
You're going to score.
Like something like that. So support play when I came back to rugby league was something I needed to work on. And I have slowly been working on, but it's just been, I'm trying to learn so many things at once.
And I think you've been great this year for that. You've looked like you've always been there, and we've scored some of the best tries we've scored this year have been from that.
Yeah, so I mean, I said the errors, but also when I spoke to Brad, he said that I need your support play to be better. So I've worked pretty hard on it, but I think it comes down to cues, always just sort of being on the play. There's some really good supportive fullbacks that I've watched a little bit of to see their cues. But yeah, it's I mean the try that we scored against Hull KR that was probably one of my favourite for a while. So.
Try of the season.
That was magic.
That's not going to get beaten, is it?
It didn't win try of. It didn't even win try of the round on the.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, on the. I know. I think.
No.
Was it? I can't remember which match it was, but because
it doesn't matter.
I just threw my phone away.
Try it around.
What a travesty! I know. Yeah.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
Right. So Leeds fans need to
turn
more,
up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My favourite was the one at home. Who was it when Harry offloaded it to you? Brody were behind you. What game was that?
Lee.
Brody were behind you, but he was clearly knackered because he was just like, just go, just run, and you just run through. I could just sound Brody was like, just go, I'm knackered, just keep running.
I think I was lucky on that one because I've played with Davey Armstrong before. And he could catch a gazelle, mate. He's fast as.
It would really heavily take.
And he didn't even chase. I think his knee was giving him a bit of grief. So when I looked and just got past the guy, then it was Isaac Liu, and I couldn't see Davey anyway. I was like, I think.
He's a good player.
He's very good. He's unfortunate for them. He's out.
He's a really good player. Brad Arthur. Every Leeds fan watching this, every Leeds fan on the planet would absolutely love him to stay beyond this year, 2025. We assume you guys, the players, feel exactly the same. It's been outstanding for us.
Yeah. Obviously, in like a personal level, he's probably. I think he's got the best out of me. I'm not always. Don't always have the game. I hope I do, but I feel like he's got me to a level where my lower games and my better games, they're a bit closer together. Which is something I've really wanted to work on. I feel like I can just relate to him. His coaching style, his game plan is very easy to get along with, and everyone in the team, to be fair, is the exact same. I don't think there's anyone that you'd speak to in our team at the moment that if you said, do you not like going to training, which I know sounds silly because we've got a pretty good job, but sometimes it can be tough.
I can imagine.
God, yeah.
Key part of
not
playing.
Not at the moment. Everyone's there with a smile. Everyone's really keen to get stuck in. And then I think the most pleasing thing is like we haven't played our best footy lately. Really, the last 2 games we haven't played a complete game. Like Hull KR, we played quite good, but then we slipped again. And everyone just knows when we come in for a review. Like everyone knows that that wasn't up to our standard, which is which is really good. So
just on the reviews there. So obviously you review the Hull KR game, and that's a great win. And then the Saints game. Do you spend just as much time reviewing the wins as you do the losses, or is there kind of does it depend like what happens in the game, or is it just like is it a fluid thing? Is it a transparent
I think most of it's pretty similar. Like you spend a lot of time, the same sort of amount of time on wins and losses.
Yeah.
In the wins, like you'll get your. I think Brad's pretty good at showing what we did really well, and then he's also good at showing what we did really well last week compared to what we did this week, which didn't quite work. So it's normally the same sort of review process that we have, which is, I suppose, it breeds that same sort of consistency in our games.
Yeah, don't have to dwell on losses, just kind of a loss apart for 6 hours after game.
I know, we managed 40 minutes on the Saints game, and I thought that was a miracle.
Yeah, we did. That was a miracle.
One to move on from. But yeah, we are having a really good year. I think there's not a Leeds fan who wouldn't be happier with what we're doing this year than we have been for years. You know, it's been a good season. And obviously we've got Brad Arthur, but has anything else changed, or is it just the Brad Arthur factor? Because you've played under a couple of coaches at Leeds now. Is it him, or is it the full system?
I think the club's obviously in a pretty good place at the moment. I think everyone's sort of, I feel like the club's definitely heading in a really good direction. I think Bleasy's doing quite a good job.
Yeah.
I don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. Well, I would have liked them to keep Sam, but
you should definitely talk about Sam.
Can't always.
Oh my God, yeah, definitely.
Doesn't always pan out how you want. Obviously, it was going to be really hard to replace Reece last year, but Gano and everyone stepped up. So it's sad, but everyone's doing a really good job. I think the club's heading in the right direction, but I think a lot of it is also got to do with, as a playing group, it's definitely got to do with Brad. He's just very clear and to the point, and if he's cranky at you, you know about it, but if he's happy with you, you know about it. He's just a good coach.
There's no grey. It's just, I'm happy, I'm sad.
Yeah, good coach, good. He's a good person to be around too, outside of footy, so that obviously breeds a good environment to be at. So,
do you do a lot of work with Jamie Langley? Because I think for me, he's made quite a big difference as well.
Obviously, one of the biggest differences when you look at our games from last year to this year would be our defence.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And he's headed that up. So, he's a big dude.
He still is.
Some of the media did, didn't we? I mean, I'm only 5'6", but he's huge.
Big arms.
He's bigger than when he played.
I think he might be. Yeah.
I reckon he doesn't do biceps.
He does.
Obviously he's done a really good job in the wrestle room and with our defensive systems, and him and Grixie don't get enough credit from the outside looking in, how much work they do. Grixie and in the attack and Langers in the defence, they just spend so much time cutting video, individual video. They don't get enough credit for what they do. It's a tough job being an assistant coach, and they're both very, very good at it, and it's why we're in this position.
Yeah.
Do
you support a rugby league side? Have you got a side from back home that you kind of follow? Or
I like the
you
Sharks.
Got a club? Go Sharks, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, they gave me my first chance back in rugby league, but they had a really good group of players there, and their coach, Craig Fitzgibbon's, a really good person. I don't know if you'd find anyone that have a bad word against him, but he's.
Good to know.
I really enjoyed my time there, so I support them.
Sharky.
Imagine if he'd been like St Helens. Get out.
Just like a really harsh editing, being like Leeds Rhinos. The Ashes obviously coming up at the end of the year. What chance do you think England have against the Aussies?
I think it'll be tough for both sides. I think England having the home ground advantage, the fans over here are different to the ones back home. It's pretty hostile. When you go to away games here, you're definitely in an away game. So coming to a different country and every game being like that.
Do you think that the fans could play a big part then for the Aussies coming over? Do you think they'll feel, if the England fans really back them, and do you think that could play?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. I think it definitely helps. Helps England's chances for sure. I think it'll be, as I said, it'll be good. The Aussies, they have such a big pool to pick from.
Unbelievable.
It's just like if their fullback goes down, they've got, don't even know who's going to be, but they've got Dylan Edwards, Tedesco, Ponga, like Reece Walsh,
Pappenhausen.
Hammerside. And then the reason I bring that up is because the most recent thing was when Wellesby went down, everyone was like, "Oh, who's going to play fullback?"
Yeah, I know.
Is it?
Can you got an English passport on a grandparent?
I'll start digging somewhere. But,
yeah, get on 23andMe, see what comes out.
But yeah, it's just, I think that's the main thing is they've just got so much depth.
The depth is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting. As I spoke to you guys before this started, I'm not going home in the off season, so I'll be pretty keen to stay and watch some of those games.
Yeah. Oh, get down to Headingley, get down to Everton. Be good. Can we talk about Jake Connor in England?
Yeah,
because obviously, again, we were gutted for him, weren't we? You know, we think he's playing out of his skin, and again, another player that Brad Arthur's got the best out of. We're not happy. How did you guys feel about it? Is he okay? Is he?
Oh yeah, I think his character is just, well, you know, I'm doing my best. So if that's not that's not good enough for you, then but he's I really enjoy having him around. Obviously, when I think like a lot of people, when I got told, I was like, I've just been on the receiving end of your sprays twice this year. And I don't know how I'm going to get along with this bloke, but he's so good to have around, and his catch pass, like his decision making with the ball, I don't know if I've ever played with anyone that's better than that.
Wow,
like his catch pass is like ridiculous. Obviously, so I couldn't understand it. I think he's playing good enough. He's obviously had a couple points in front.
The Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
He better be. I've got a bet on him. He'd better be.
Yeah, but yeah, he's playing awesome. He's leading us around. He's obviously every weekend is learning as well, because he hasn't played a heap of halfback. But he's steering us around. He's letting me play the footy that I want to play. So
he just creates loads of space. It's been a long time since I've seen a player be able to. When you watch him on the field, then he just looks like he can clear a little gap around himself, whatever's going on. Yeah. However many people are crowding around him, he just seems to be able to find that room.
Something's going to happen when he has the ball.
If he's not going to be your first choice half or 5'8" in that squad, like whatever, if that's not how you're going to go, like if you're going to pick on combinations that you trust or whatever, but like you got to have him in the squad. In my opinion,
he's a utility, isn't he, as well?
I don't get it. Like he should be in there but I'm not English. I'm Aussie, and I don't pick the team. So sorry. If you did, Jake, I'd pick it, mate.
If the chance did ever happen in some world, would you? If Sean Wayne rang you and said, "Would you play
adopted.
for him?"
Yeah.
Would it be something you'd consider? Or
yeah, but obviously at the same time, some
go Australia.
No. I've done that before, so I can play someone else now. There's obviously some pretty good English fullbacks in the comp. So they're going pretty good, and I think they're in a good position heading into the Ashes, which is promising for the sport.
Brilliant. On to some questions around your team and teammates. Really, who's the biggest character in the dressing room? We've obviously asked you that previously, but has it changed with the new signings?
New squad.
Any newbies coming in? And
it's funny, like Sam's just a character. Like
he's going to be a big loss.
Yeah, he's going to be a big loss.
We're pretty good at his.
But then I like to see Cooper around the change rooms, because he's very quick to bite. So if anyone winds him up, he bites very quick, and that's funny. I mean, someone's been filling up his boots with water. And
someone.
It's not me. He'd be like, yeah. Have you seen Happy Gilmore, Mr. Gilmore's jacket? Have you seen that? Yeah. That's what Coop would do to me. So it's not me, but it's funny. He's funny.
It's driving him mental.
It's driving him mental.
So on a similar note, who would you, if you were on a desert island, who would you be your last choice to take with you out of the squad?
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez. Harry.
Harry Newman.
I just
because of the dance music.
No, I don't know how good he'd be at survival skills.
Yeah.
So that's what
you
I
want James Bentley, don't you?
James, he'd be quite good.
His property.
Yeah.
Stuff, he'd be.
Knock you up a little.
But he's obviously good with his hand. Maybe Hawley, Cal, like to take with you, because surely experience gets me somewhere.
Is there anyone who's always late to training or who's cutting it fine, making the way to training?
Nah, everyone's been quite good this year.
Because of Brad Arthur.
I was going to say, I wouldn't be turning up late for Brad Arthur, would you? Absolutely not.
Nah, everyone's been quite good this year, which, we have made a big point of. Your discipline obviously carries over to the field. So if we can be good around everything we do at training and all that type of stuff, then obviously it'll go a long way to helping us in the game.
Yeah.
Very good. Who's got surprisingly good fashion sense out of the team?
Yeah.
I remember you were talking about, was it the races or was it on the Jared and Tom podcast? They were talking to Ethan. They were talking about, was it yourself talking about who were turning up in what for the races, and they roasted a few for looking bad.
Yeah.
Is anyone that looks decent
at the races or just in general?
In general, or either or.
Surprising one. Morgan Gannon always looks. He always
always turned out well.
He always dresses up quite nice. Could be just because he's a handsome fella. I don't know. But,
That's the most handsome question gone.
Yeah. Oh, Keenan dresses. He likes to dress nice. He's like, this whole thing has nothing. So Keenan dresses nice.
If there was a Rhinos reality TV show, who would try and steal the spotlight? Who would be like, film me?
Oh, Mikulewski. Surely.
Really quickly.
I know, no thinking on that one. Didn't even need to think.
I don't know. I think it'd be Mick, I don't know. He'd say, nah, I don't want to do this, but he'd be front and centre.
He'd be dancing in his little underpants.
Yeah, and his little Rhinos undies.
Is he doing all right, Mick? Is he okay?
Yeah, I think so. I've texted him a couple of times. Never writes back to me, but...
he can't see.
Nah, he's doing all right, I think so. It'd be good if he had some speedy healing, because sooner he's back, the better it is for us.
Yeah,
he's
I think so too. Yeah,
it was an absolute monster.
Yeah, it was a shame, wasn't it? Yeah, hopefully he'll be back soon. Yeah. So, do we want to talk about Rugby League 26?
Yes, Rugby League 26 was released earlier this month. The first place to start really is, have you seen your rating? What did you make of it?
I was happy.
It's 84, by the way.
Yeah, I was happy. If I got in the 80s, I was going to be happy. So yeah, I was happy. I've tried to use myself. I'm terrible at it. So
what, yourself in the game? Or
yeah.
This is really meta, isn't it? Yourself in the game.
Just both.
Is this the first time you've been? Have you been in the previous?
No.
So this is how weird is that? Like seeing yourself,
and
listed and playing, and I don't know. That must be quite.
It is a bit weird, but then also I don't know if you've seen the team sheet last week. They did it with the
yes,
they're quite realistic. Yeah. I thought they're pretty good. I thought they were pretty good. Some of them not so much, but like they're pretty good. So it is a bit weird to see.
Has it been something the team have spoken about? I've been ribbing each other about the kind of ratings that you've all got. You spoke about it.
Yeah, everyone sort of like Jared. Jared likes it, loves it. He's pretty keen and into it. So he's let everyone know what they are. He let poor old Coop know that he's 63.
Cooper Jenkins is 63, by the way, which is an absolute.
It's a joke.
Disgrace.
Should at least be 61 or something. No, it's crazy. I don't know how he's 63. He's been. I think when he plays, he adds so much to our team.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I don't know why he's 63. Maybe his discipline, maybe his anger brings him down.
Anger 100.
Maybe.
Moving on to some other questions. If you could swap lives with any movie character for the day, who do you think you'd choose if you could?
Maybe either Adam Sandler or Will Ferrell.
Yeah, two funny guys.
Yeah, they're funny. They're funny. But I see Adam Sandler, I feel like he just doesn't really care about, how he dresses. He rocks up the red carpet in shorts and a hoodie.
Just plays a local basketball game.
Yeah.
And doesn't care who's
looks
there,
like he has a pretty
watching.
relaxed mindset on life, and the way he brings all his mates and everything into his films. Seems like a pretty cool dude. But then I've also seen, I think Kevin Hart said the funniest person they've ever been around was Will Ferrell. Just so I'd like to think he'd be make someone laugh. Maybe.
Absolutely hilarious.
Okay, so what's a film you've seen too many times but you still love it?
Oh, just anything by them, pretty much.
Same answer. Yeah.
No, there was. I used to watch the other guys. I mean, I've watched like heaps, all their films to be fair. But the other guys, I used to watch it religiously when I'd try and have a sleep on game day. Like I'd watch the first like half an hour over and over and then just fall asleep.
Like your comfort film.
Just drift off.
Yeah, I've probably pressed play on that like 50 times the past 2 years. So.
The scene when he's talking about being a tuna fish.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's hilarious. Anyone hasn't seen it. It's absolutely.
But
hilarious. Are you more of a binge watcher, like on Netflix and things, or do you kind of do like one episode a night? Do you kind of see series to the end, or is it like, no, I need it all now, I want to watch it on the weekend?
I got I don't really. I don't know. I think I suffer from ADHD. I can't. My wife gets so. Like, we watch a movie, like a TV series, and like we'll both get into it, and I watch like 3 episodes and be like, meh. And she's like, it's just getting good. I'm like, I just can't. You can watch it, I can't watch it.
So you're more of a 2 episodes, something new.
No,
never finished anything.
The worst thing is, I just never watch anything new. I'll just like watch
the other guys.
Say like, we watch something, and then I'll go back to a different TV show that I've watched 100 times.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that.
Yeah. And then, but I'll enjoy it.
Watch.
Maybe it's because I can quote them, I don't know.
So go on then, what's a TV show you think everyone should watch at least once, even if they only watch the first 3 episodes?
I don't know, not many people agree with me. I've watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine so many times.
My cousin absolutely loves it.
And I just think it's the most funniest thing ever.
Not seen an episode. Producer Chris, Kirsty?
Yes, I've seen it. It's great.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah.
Never even heard.
It's hilarious.
Oh, it's really funny.
Yeah. So everyone should watch that, definitely.
What's the most used app on your phone? Is there an app or a game you always currently digging?
Nah, probably just. I'd probably say Instagram. Yeah. I just mind-numbing scroll. Yeah, it's just like, what am I doing? Especially lately, because my wife's been home. I've just been like sitting there trying to fall asleep on Instagram.
Scrolling.
Or TikTok. Just like once I get into those like reels, I just like I get so lost. Start sending like thousands to my friends. Well,
they're like, go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's 2 a.m.
They don't even watch them. They're just like, oh, they were funny.
Just like it.
Yeah. Just humour you. It's fine. This is potentially a controversial one. Tim Tams or Penguins?
Tim Tams.
Tim Tams.
Yeah.
I agree, although producer Chris fell out with me about that.
Yeah,
he yelled at me.
Shaking his head. He was not happy. He actually wanted to get you some, but the Tim Tams had sold out at Tesco, so surely that's...
Because they're better.
The proof's in the pudding there.
Was it Penguins left?
Must be Tim Tams. On to some music-based stuff. Do you have a guilty pleasure song that you secretly love that you want to admit to now on this podcast? Or?
Yeah, if you want. I love Dua Lipa.
Do you?
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, she's the best.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Me and my wife were gonna go to see her before she went home, but it just didn't work out with the timings. But yeah, she's got some cracking songs.
Not wrong with that. Good taste.
Yep.
So what song do you think that the Rhinos should run out onto the field to?
What do we run out to at the moment? Is it Metallica with all the lights, or is that half time?
I think that's half time, isn't it, Metallica? Yeah. It's marching on together, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it back to marching on together?
Marching on together, yeah.
I like running out to marching on together, but when the crowd's really like vocal, that should just be our song.
Just that.
Yeah.
They stopped it for
And
a
then
few
it's
and
back
then
again.
to bring it back. Yeah.
Maybe they got letters.
Yeah, you never know. But no, I like running.
Should be
like
Taylor Swift. Shake it off.
Oh God.
The whole South Stand have to get their shirt off.
Just have to
around their head.
Rhinos around their head. Have you ever tried karaoke?
Yeah, I'm not good at it.
What have you got a go-to song on karaoke?
No, but I said that I was going to do one next time I did it. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
Do it now.
Surprise segment.
Back to my doom scrolling. Have you ever seen? There's a guy, a kid that pulls up in a red car and sings Unwritten. That's my next karaoke song.
That's your next
Unwritten
one.
by Natasha Bedingfield.
Have any of your teammates ever done karaoke? Have you ever seen any of them do it? And seen any of them sing?
Ryan Hall.
Ryan Hall.
Really?
Good or bad?
No, I don't actually know. I just wanted to throw him in there. We did.
I imagine he's a bit of a crooner, him, Morley.
We did
He
do.
plays piano, does Ryan Hall?
Does he?
Yeah,
He's
plays piano.
many
very well.
talents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We did do a karaoke night once. A while ago, but I just can't remember who got up and sung. So
You need to get
well, I think we've got one coming up. So
get
I'll
Cam
let you
Smith
know.
to do one for his testimonial. It's his testimonial next year, isn't it? I think.
Yeah,
You can do one.
Get him to do a karaoke night. That'll be a laugh.
Belt a song out.
yeah, that'll be funny.
Get all the corporate sponsors embarrassing themselves.
Yeah.
That'd be great. So we've covered this a little bit, but yeah, have you got any? You said about Harry Newman's playlist being the worst. Is he the one with the worst music taste, or is it just that that's annoying?
No, he's got some good songs in there. Probably Jared O'Connor.
It's been a while. You did give him a bit of a breather there. You didn't mention Jared for a while, so let's
It's
get
time
him back
to bring
in.
it back
Oh,
around.
actually,
Your time is up, Jared.
No, actually, I'll take it back, Jared. You're not
free for
You're
now.
not. Yeah, you're free for now. Andy Ackers' music. I don't
Really?
even know what it
Really?
is, but when he puts it on, it's something else.
I don't think we've all the players we've interviewed. I don't think Andy Ackers has been in answer for anything, has he? That's the first time Ackers has been mentioned. He's either really protected or just forgettable. A bit of travel and food questions for you. What's one country kind of on your travel bucket list? Is there somewhere you and your wife, your family are kind of aching to go to or to visit or somewhere?
Not really. We want to tick off a couple. Like we haven't been to. We still haven't been to Ireland since we've been here. We want to go there. But we want to do a ski holiday, like a snowboarding ski holiday.
Oh, nice.
Obviously, it's not a massive holiday in Australia. To be honest, I think it's Japan for us. We really want to do
amazing.
Japan, where you can sort of get the best of both worlds. Go ski for a bit, and then the culture there is pretty cool. So I think we want to do a Japanese holiday.
Absolutely
Food's great
gorgeous.
as well. Yeah, good food.
The food is great.
So it sounds like you have had some days off with no responsibilities because your kids aren't around. But if you got a day off with no responsibilities, what would you do all day?
Yeah, I've had a bit of time to myself, but I've been playing a lot of golf.
Really good at it, handicap.
Nah, horrible. But I'm trying hard.
Getting better.
No,
You don't want it too low.
Nah, I
You need to
reckon
keep it high.
maybe be off at 18. But there's potential. Just not very good yet.
hacking away.
Yeah, just
Happy
keep
little
hacking,
more, you'll
yeah.
get there.
Yeah. Otherwise, the last couple of weeks we've been alone, so spent a lot of time with Sam and Cooper, and we've just been, I don't know, chilling, cooking each other dinner, playing a bit of golf.
Nice, yeah.
Yep. So
Talking of cooking, if you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Homemade Five Guys.
it's hard because I just can't think of a meal that I wouldn't get over if I had too much of. Maybe chicken schnitzels. That's not. I don't know if that's a massive thing over here, but
Yeah, I've heard of them.
chicken schnitzels
yeah,
in
yeah.
Australia is just like that's like you go to the pub to get a chicken
You just
schnitzel
get
and
chicken,
chips.
yeah.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
chicken
Parma,
parm.
yeah. Tools, yeah.
You get is it Parmos up in the northeast?
In the
don't you?
northeast.
Parmos, yeah, with the cheese on top. Yeah. Oh,
Like Middlesbrough way.
give you a heart attack though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love them.
6 years ago. Got angina from it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. I love
that's,
them.
that's a hard question.
Okay, so what's a local Leeds spot that you've come to love?
Whether it's food or...
I probably Bottle Chop in Headingley.
Oh, yeah,
in
good
Headingley.
shout. Yeah, far Headingley, yeah. Nice
It's
up
like a little natural wine bar and deli. We've spent half of our salary there.
We're not being sponsored by them, but they have just opened up a bar in Leeds as well.
Yeah,
actually.
they've got
So,
it's just
got
up
a new one
here
there.
somewhere.
Yeah.
When I say just up here, somewhere in here.
Yeah.
Somewhere over that way.
But yeah, that was just behind our first place when we moved here, and
Nice.
all the people there, like the people that work there, were just very welcoming, and we ended up spending a lot of time there. And then it's just enjoyable to go there. It's good,
a nice place.
good sandwiches.
Shout out. Is there some food from back home that you miss? I think you just mentioned.
Well, yeah. Chicken schnitzels are like to go to the pub in Australia. You go to the pub to get like a chicken schnitzel and chips. Gravy is just like it's
Ooh,
really
gravy, yeah.
yeah.
Definitely a northerner.
Yeah. Chris said that he doesn't like chocolate from Australia. Well,
That's the one thing, by the way, that he's going to take away from this.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
That you said.
Cadbury back home is better than Cadbury here, but what's the other one that you got? The main chocolate?
Nestle.
No.
Galaxy.
The main Galaxy.
No, like the blocks.
Mars.
They've got like I forget.
Blocks.
Yeah, the blocks of chocolate. Yeah,
There's Dairy Milk and Galaxy
Kinder?
are the ones I know.
No.
Yeah.
What else is the left?
I'm sorry, we'll get there. I'll think of
Everyone
it.
keeps shouting out like Pictionary. Cadbury.
What? What are they?
What's the Chicos? We're talking to Chris behind the camera, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, the babies. Yeah, they're nice. Yeah.
These two just having chocolate walls.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
What's so different between the Cadburys then?
Yeah, why is it better?
Is
Yeah.
it not just...
It's just different.
I guess it's like a Guinness. Like when you have a Guinness here in England and then you go to Ireland
It tastes
and you have a
different.
Guinness. It is just two completely different drinks. Like,
See, that's half the reason I want to go to Ireland is to do that. But also, if you go from here to Australia, you may as well just drink muddy water. the Guinness in Australia is horrible.
just gets worse the further away you get. Just
Yeah. You need to bump Ireland up your travel list and get to the factory. Yeah,
We'll get there eventually.
you will. Yeah.
on to the submitted questions.
Yeah, so shall I start off with a question from friend of the pod, Jared O'Connor?
Jared O'Connor sent in a
who
question.
sent us a question saying, can we ask Lachie why he's an angry man?
I think it's pretty self-explanatory, really, because I have to put up with people like Jared
Constantly.
He says you won't admit that you're an angry player, but you are.
Oh no,
apparently.
I lose. Yeah,
On the field, he means.
Yeah.
I've worked on it, but my coach when I was a junior used to always joke with me and say like, just look like a little like 2-year-old that dropped his lollies. Yeah, seriously.
Lollies is such an Australian as well. We don't call them that here.
Language barrier, but because I have to put up with Jared.
Aidan Gibbons has asked, I guess we kind of asked, do you have a routine leading up to a game? Like, do you have like specific? You mentioned that you have a coffee. Do you have a meal you always eat? Is there any kind of
Night before,
what's the word I'm looking for? Suspicion, any suspicions or rituals
like
that you kind of
superstitions?
your game day superstitions? Yeah.
The night before, I'll normally eat pasta. Not too fast what, but normally eat a pasta the night before, and then I'd like to just. I actually wake up, and no matter if we play at 3 o'clock or at 8 o'clock or whatever the time is, then I'll clean the house. Like the morning of, and then go for a little walk, and then after that I won't do anything. I'll relax, or I'll have a sleep if it's a late game. But I feel like if I get up and clean the house, I feel like, I don't know, it's weird. I feel I've earned the right to go play footy. I don't really know. I don't know, but like I have to do something. I have to.
I need to clean the house.
I have to vacuum the floor or something. I don't know. So
Are a lot of the players superstitious, or are they not too bad?
No, they're not too bad, and I feel like I never used to be. I used to just take it as it comes, but I've been doing that this year, and I feel like I'm playing a bit more consistently, so maybe there's
Maybe it's
something in it.
working.
All down to cleaning the house.
It's all down to the house cleans, clearly.
You have a bit chuffed, like just up back in at 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's like the night before, chip everything out.
So I've got a question from Dave McDermott. Does Brad Arthur have a swear jar?
No, because
We spoke to Phil Daly. Is Phil Daly the one who edits the behind the game?
Yeah.
And Phil said like there's a lot that we have to like chop, and particularly when he's talking.
yeah,
Does he have a swear jar? Does he need a swear jar?
no, he doesn't have one. He'd be
Afford a new prop.
he'd be
Come on.
broke, yeah.
It'd be great.
yeah, we could no, he'd be broke. No, he doesn't have one. It's funny because everyone you speak to, that have been with him, they're like, oh, he's firm, but I think it just really works for us.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And he's not ever unfair. Like he's not. I don't think there's ever been a time he's come in and. To be honest, we haven't got that many bad sprays. He's always like pretty fair with it, but if we do get sprayed, we've definitely earned the spray.
Sprays.
I think it's a good balance at the moment.
Another question from one of your teammates here, Tom Nicholson Watton. Why are you so bad at Fortnite?
I've actually never seen anyone as bad at that game as Tom Nicholson. But I enjoy playing with you, Tom. So
Because just beat him all.
You can win. Yeah.
no, we play together. It's just I enjoy talking to him. But thanks for that, Tom.
Emma asks, if you could be at any sporting event in the world, which one would you choose and why? There's a lot to go at, right?
Yeah, there's heaps. Well, it's so tough. I don't even know.
Super Bowl, you American football fan?
Yeah, actually, that would be pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, to go to a Super
with the
Bowl.
halftime show and stuff.
Just,
The stadiums are always, they're enormous, aren't they?
yeah, massive.
I was going to say, we're gonna go, aren't we, next
you are.
year?
That's a good point.
Looking forward to Vegas.
Can't pronounce the stadium. What's it called?
Allegiant.
Allegiant. There we go.
Yeah, in Vegas.
Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, very much. I can't wait. That'll be surely on everyone's bucket list. And the Leeds.
Chris is going.
Yeah.
I'm going.
He's
Just turning up.
He keeps pretending he's not. And he's going, I'm not going. He's definitely going.
I'm going. I'll be there.
Yeah, I think it's very good for Leeds in general.
It looked. We just when the coverage that the NRL kind of did for this year's. I thought the game never looked better. I thought it looked massive. It felt so big. Did you guys kind of look at it envious to be like, I want to do that, and then it came to fruition?
When it was happening, when they were playing last year, I was like, surely we can get in there next year.
That,
That would. So yeah, we're going. How good?
It'd be amazing.
Great.
Absolutely amazing. Last question.
So from James Taylor, who's the most competitive player in the squad?
Good question.
Everyone's quite competitive in their own way, I think. Like obviously Jared's quite competitive in everything he does. Jake is very competitive. But I think to play in the game that we play in, if you're not competitive, you're probably not going to make it.
You're not going to get to that level.
You're not going to get to the level. So
why are you a professional sports person?
Yeah, everyone's quite competitive. I say Jake and Jared at the moment because they keep. Every time we're in the wrestle room, they're trying to wrestle each other to prove who's the most dominant. So,
Jake Connor's two different people, isn't he? Was it when we spoke to Ash? Did he say, I'm looking at Chris, said that he's really cool and calm and quiet, like day to day, but then on the field, he switches onto like a different Jake Connor and with his skill set and kind of he'll kind of like you said earlier torment the opposition players. How is it now that you're on that side of the fence with him on your team rather than him spraying you for 80 odd minutes?
Yeah, they're good. He can do while he's playing like this. He can do whatever he wants.
He can do what he wants and say what he wants.
And I think this year, to be honest, I don't really know what he was like last year. I just was on the receiving end when they beat us at home, and he just and it was pretty much all my fault that game. So he just hammered me. So I probably deserved it, but he. I think this year, to be honest, he hasn't really given it to too many people, and he's only really done it when we're definitely going to win.
Yeah.
He picks his battles, and as I said, play like that, you can do what you want.
You can do what you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you to Lachie for coming down. You are an absolute superstar. Thank you to the Brotherhood for hosting us again. Thanks to Kirsty. Thanks to producer Chris. And thank you to everyone for watching. And we'll see you for the Wakefield review. Take care.